Hi friend, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to talk about second chance romance and how you should not ever give up on love, because love is literally around the corner and you don't know what you could find even after a very difficult breakup. And the reason why I wanted to make this video today is because Shaun White and Nina Dobrev got engaged recently. And I thought that was so amazing and romantic for them. For those of you who don't know, Nina Dobrev is famous for being in Vampire Diaries. Vampire Diaries was actually another one of my favorite shows of all time, a very iconic show in my world. And of course, Shaun White is the five-time award-winning Olympian snowboarder. There's no need to talk much about him because he is very iconic in the sports community and he's incredible. And the reason why this topic is so important to me to talk about is because I'm in the space of finding a second chance romance. So the little bit of history with Nina Dobrev, as you know, besides her being an actress and being super famous for being in Vampire Diaries, she was actually in a relationship for a very long time with her co-star Ian Somerhalder. They were together for about 3 years, I believe, and they ended up breaking up. They met on the set of Vampire Diaries, and they were together for a really long time. The thing that made Ian Somerhalder and Nina Dobrev's relationship interesting was the fact that Ian's character, Damon, and Nina's character, Elena, were actually together on the Vampire Diaries. So everybody was really in love with this idea of them being together in real life. It was like Damon and Elena were together in real life. And the thing is too, like the chemistry between Elena and Damon on screen on the Vampire Diaries was incredible. And people loved the fact that they were together in real life. Unfortunately, in 2013, they ended up breaking up. And that really hurt a lot of the Vampire Diaries fan base. And we were not happy about that because, again, we love the idea of these two people being together. It's like Topanga and Corey being together in real life. Like, that is an ultimate dream, you know, or it's like Hermione and Harry being together in real life. It's like we want these two amazing, iconic characters to be together in real life because we love them together in the shows, even though Harry and Hermione weren't really together in the movies. But that's beside the point. Everybody was pretty devastated that Nina Dobrev and Ian Somerhalder broke up in 2013 because, again, they had great chemistry, especially on screen, especially in real life. They seemed like they were in love with each other and everything was gonna work out for them. But unfortunately, they did break up. And the speculation there of their breakup is that Ian was actually about 10 years older than Nina. I think Nina was in her 20s at this point, and Ian was already in his 30s. And I think, this is only me speculating, but I think the rumor is that Ian wanted to get married and was ready to have children and was ready for everything like that with Nina. But unfortunately, Nina was not ready for that. So they ended up breaking up because, of course, when you're in a relationship and your two values don't align, it's okay to break up. It doesn't matter how much time you have put in this relationship or put in this marriage. It's okay if your values and your expectations and everything changes. It's okay to like leave your relationship if you are truly don't think that you're gonna be able to come to terms on the expectation of your marriage. So, or of your relationship, I should say. So what happened there was they ended up breaking up. So that leads me to the current time where Nina is now engaged to Shaun White. And that's why I wanted to talk about second chance romance, was because even though Nina and Ian seemed happily in love with each other and happily like they were gonna get married, it just didn't work out. And in 2019, Nina was able to find love and romance in Shaun. As far as Ian goes, he went on to marry Nikki Reed, who is an actress from Twilight. So he ended up marrying somebody else from a vampire lore TV show / movie, which is quite interesting. And then he met her in, I believe, in 2015. So literally a couple years after him and Nina broke up, he met Nikki Reed and ended up marrying her and having children with her. And she was ready to have children. And he's also seemingly in love with her. He's always posting about how amazing and great she is on Instagram. So he is obsessed with Nikki Reed. So there's no like weird bad blood there. According to some reports, Ian and Nina broke up like amicably, and they were good on their breakup, and everything was amazing. So now back to present time. Nina met Sean in 2019 and they got together, and they kind of had to like speed up their relationship a little bit just because it was 2019 was, you know, that big thing that happened with COVID. And I believe they moved in together pretty quickly, which again, that makes sense because that did, a lot of people in new relationships were moving in together very quickly. And I'm assuming the relationship kind of like sped up and they were able to kind of be together. And again, they seemed really in love and they seemed to really love each other and they seemed like they want to be together. And they're very, also very cute online. I don't know what it's like to marry a super Olympian superstar, but I love this for Nina. So now they're engaged and they're ready to be married. And I feel like it brings me back to the fact that it doesn't matter what stage you are in your relationship. If you are not happy in it, you can always, you know, be single or whatever. And then you will find love right around the corner. Like you don't know. You literally don't know how you can find love. And I truly believe that you should never ever give up on love, even if you are like knee deep into your relationship and you break up. There's always love around the corner for you to find. And I feel like a lot of celebrities and a lot of couples go through this in general. Some examples of like celebrities or couples that found love right after a big breakup of theirs was Hilary Duff. Hilary Duff got married to a man that is a hockey player, and she got married at 25, divorced him a couple years later, and they had one kid. Again, they had a kid together, they were married, and a couple of years later she was able to find her love and romance, and she got married again, and now she has 4 kids with this man. Another great example is Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez. Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez were together for a really long time. Everybody wanted them to get married. Again, everybody wanted them to get married. Everybody wanted them to fall in love with each other. Everybody wanted them to have children. They were like obsessed with this couple. And then unfortunately they also broke up due to whatever reason. I honestly don't know why they broke up, but they also broke up. And it just seems like they were going to also be together, but then they broke up. And now Justin and Hailey Bieber are together and they have a son together, and they seem to really be in love with each other, and everything worked out again with the second chance romance. A third great example is Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. Meghan was actually married for a couple of years to another man, and she probably thought she was going to be in love with this person forever, going to be with this person forever, and they ended up breaking up. And they just didn't work out. And she probably was like devastated and like upset about the whole thing. And again, when you go into a marriage, you really hope it works out, right? But it didn't work out. And then Prince Harry, and then a couple of years later, she met Prince Harry. She had second chance romance. So if she had given up on love, she would never have met Prince Harry. And I just think that, again, you should never ever give up on romance just because you have been with somebody for a really long time. Another great example is Adele. Adele got married, had children with someone else, divorced that man because she was really unhappy in that marriage, and then met someone else who was the love of her life, and now I think she's gonna marry him again. So a great example of second chance romance. And I'm just so happy for Nina and her and Sean. It just goes to show, again, don't give up. As far as I go, I'm also looking for my second chance romance, right? My 10-year anniversary of what would have been my wedding anniversary is actually coming up next year. I got married in 2016. It's about to be 2026. So it's coming up, and I would have been married for 10 years in a couple of years. So that's coming up, and it's really scary to know that, but I'm also looking for my second chance at romance. And I feel like it's coming up. If you are in a space right now where you feel like I'm giving up on love, I will never find love, don't give up. because we're all in here together. We're all trying together. Your husband, wife, partner could literally be around the corner and you just don't know. And I really hope that everybody that wants love in their life gets love in their life. For all my women out there who are looking to have babies and meet their husbands, just to start a family like me, and you feel like your clock is ticking, your clock isn't necessarily ticking. There are other ways to have baby besides, you know, being pregnant yourself. You can adopt, you can do IVF, you can do all kinds of stuff. So even if you are feeling like, oh my God, my clock is ticking, my clock is ticking, my clock is ticking, I need to find a man to start a family. Don't give up, because you do not want to settle for anybody just to have a family with them. So don't give up on that. Don't give up on love. Always know that love is literally around the corner. You just haven't met the person yet. Just like with Nina and Sean, they met each other, it worked out, and now they're engaged to be married. I wish them the best, and I want that for myself too. And I'm really positive, and I cannot wait to find my love. So congrats again to Nina and Sean. If you like trendy news, up-to-date celebrity commentary, please subscribe for more. I will have more videos like this in the future. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys later. Bye.